Hi, and welcome back to another episode of The Breakdown. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face of Budget Beauty. And this is a look at a look that I've done that I wanted to talk about and break down, where I've used some products that I've finally gotten to using, and I wanted to talk about it and detail for y'all what my results were and what I found about it that I liked and what I didn't like. So, it is a little after 7, and I have done makeup today and went to work and got home. And so I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to do a breakdown episode because I didn't film while I was putting on makeup this morning. I did get up a little bit earlier than I usually do. So I was like, I'll try to do some makeup and I'll do a breakdown episode later. So here we are. So let's get started because I got a few new things, few new things that I used to do makeup today. So I'm looking to see where did I put things because I have changed around some things in my makeup kit. Um, so I got some more organization, and also too. By the time y'all see this, at the same time this is posting, this should also post for the beauty haul episode that I just did, where I talked about the massive haul that I did over the past week or so, where I bought a lot of makeup. So that's why I say a lot of this stuff is new stuff today. So yeah, we're excited. You know, new makeup is always an excuse to be excited. So to start off this look, this didn't take me long to do this morning. It was fairly involved, but it didn't take as long as usual. It took me probably, I want to say, about 30 minutes to do it. And I really like the end result. So that was good. So to start, per the usual, I used my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and this is the original version. Um, I use this to do my base for my eyeshadow. And y'all know how much I love that. I stay reaching for it in the kit, and it is one of my favorite go-to base items that I use as a primer for anything. It is one of my favorites. It works really well. I get very good results every single time. I can't think of a single time that I've ever used that Urban Decay where I was like, no, I don't like this. um, so it's always good. Always get great results. It's just my go-to. So I use that for my eyeshadow primer, and y'all know I always start with that. So then I cut the crease with Mr. Soft Pencil Junior here. And I did a black cut crease across the top. And it turned out really nicely. For once I got it to cooperate and do what I wanted it to do. And you can still see it, and it holds up. It's still holding up. And then I did not do my under eye. Usually once I'm fooling with this and I'm waiting for it to dry, I do my under eye. I did an under eye, but I did not do it then. So I want to talk about that after I do everything else. We'll come back to that. So then I did an over the lash line with the ColourPop BFF cream gel liner in the shade Swerve. This is the black. So I did over the top of my lash line here and over here. And I got a good clean line on both eyes this morning, and very little cleanup. I had to do very little. And color correcting. Then I used for the eyeshadow. So because I'm wearing, as you can see, I'm wearing this mint green sweater. It's a short sleeve sweater, as you can see. You can kind of see it's a short sleeve sweater. And I have on like a black undershirt underneath this. I used this today, and I wore these earrings as accessories, so they match this. They match fairly closely. I got these earrings from, I want to say, New York and Company many years ago, when they sold that sort of thing. So I wanted to match my earrings in this. So what I did was, it's the ColourPop Shadow Stick in the shade Surf Sesh. Yes, it's on the bottom. Surf Sesh Metallic. This, y'all, this is a great mint green. It's highly pigmented. You see, it's still fresh. That's what primer does for you. Good primer. It is still fresh. Does not migrate. Doesn't move. This is when I bought this one. I think I bought this one first when I was buying shadow sticks, and I fell in love with the color. Now sometimes I will use the Juvia's Place Mint Rebels, the Rebel Mints palette. But I wanted to use that one because I hadn't used it in a minute. But I really love how that turned out. I thought the color, the pigmentation is very good. It went on effortlessly. So yes, it was great. Excellent application. Great color payoff. I mean, look at that, y'all. I did this makeup like 9 hours ago, 10 hours ago, and it is still like I just put it on. I mean, it's still very good. So that was the eyeshadow. And then let's talk about mascara. So I used, to do my mascara, I used this is the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer, Super Volume with Super Fruits. That's this. I know y'all can't see that because my light's like really weird, but that's what this is. So I use this and to do my lash primer. And then I used a new to me mascara. So I went in, this is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High mascara. And I got really good results to start with. It was good results. It was pretty good. As you can see, I know y'all can barely see it, but my eyelashes are pretty high. They're still standing up. They still got spread on them. Now to follow up with that, I did use a little bit of the Call Me Queen. I used a little bit of this Call Me Queen. This is the non-waterproof version. I used the Call Me Queen to spread them out a little bit. The wand on that is fine, so I'm okay with the wand on that Sky High. But yeah, it did spread them out. So I'm curious to see what it looks like without the black, the pinup look over my eyes. I'm curious to see what it looks like without that. And I may just do that in a couple of days. I may decide to do it and then use that to see what it does. So that did it for the eyes for right now. So then I did my face. Okay. So face, we used, as usual, the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. 2 pumps. 2 generous pumps. And I worked that in while I was waiting for my eyes to dry. So I did do that. Then, so we tried a new one today. We tried several new face things today. So to start, I used the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation in the shade Somalia 350. Now, at first glance, it looked like it was too light. And I learned, y'all, a little bit goes a long way here. I had put, like, as I usually do when I do my foundation, I did dots. I did dots all around my face, and then I go back in and I blend it out. Y'all, I did dots, my usual amount of dots. It was so much product. I was like, "Ooh, I didn't need this much product." It was a lot of product, and I was like, "This is a lot," and it's full coverage, so I really didn't need that much. I learned a little bit goes a long way here. But I'm very pleased with the color. It did seem like it was very like it was a lot of product and it was a little bit too light. But I realized, I said, well, I can also bring it down a couple of, I can darken it, and if I need to, and it didn't, even without me darkening it, it didn't look crazy too light. This actually matches fairly well. So, um, yeah, I was okay with that. I probably need like maybe one shade lighter, or I'm sorry, one shade darker for them. So, and that Juvia's Place takes me a minute to play with it, but then once I play with it, I got it. So, yeah, it turned out okay. In the end, as you can see. So, I'm slightly shiny, but also some of this is this light too, so that I have in here with this. And so, one of the other things I did new, I used the. That is not it. What did I do with it? I used for the concealer today. I did not do Juvia's Place concealer. I usually do ColourPop foundation and Juvia's Place concealer. Instead, I did the reverse. I used Juvia's Place foundation and ColourPop concealer. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer, which matches very well with the ColourPop Hyaluronic Pretty Fresh foundation. And so y'all know I use that all the time. So I was very pleased with this foundation and the way it played with this concealer, because y'all, this concealer, when I put it on, I actually, because that foundation is full coverage, I really didn't even need concealer. But I wanted to try it to see. So this concealer is a perfect match for my skin. It is along the lines of the Juvia's Place being the J8 in the Juvia's Place I Am Magic concealer. This is a perfect match for me. This is the shade. It does not say it on here. Yeah, actually it does. This is dark 170N. Now, with the foundation, I use dark 157W. But this concealer, I used the 170N, and it was fine. It worked perfectly. Like, I got a perfect match when I was putting it on. I was like, oh, that matches perfectly. Um, this matches perfectly. So I'm curious to see how this is gonna work when I do it with the ColourPop foundation. So yeah, I was very pleased with the final result once I buffed everything out and blended everything in. I mean, when I tell y'all full coverage, it says it on the back of that it's full coverage. It is definitely full coverage. Like, I did not have to do but so many. And matter of fact, and on top of that, right now my skin is very clear. It's pretty clear, but I really didn't need to put a whole ton of concealer on. I did under my eyes, maybe one dot here, and maybe one dot right there. And that was it. That was all I needed. My trouble spots over here, complete coverage. I was like, yo, they wasn't lying when they said full coverage. I was very pleased though. I was like, okay, so now I know, get the Juvia's Place foundation. I love the ColourPop. Don't get me wrong, y'all know I really love that ColourPop, but that Juvia's Place is definitely full coverage. So I'm trying to see what I did with my ColourPop, because I want to see if it's full coverage or not, and I think it is. Let's see, because while we're on the subject, I want to see if it's full coverage or not. I have to look it up and see, probably, because I don't think it's on here. Um, I don't think it's on here that it says whether or not it's full coverage, but I'll look and see. I will look. But I know on this Juvia's Place, it says on the back full coverage. Because I looked at that and I was like, oh, this is literally like on my face and I don't see any spots. Like I may not have to use concealer at all. Yes, it says once it underneath directions, it says full coverage. Um, they were not lying. And I got another one too, as you will see in my beauty haul. If you go watch the beauty haul, this is the other one, and I got it in the shade 430 Rio. So I wonder if this is going to be darker or lighter. I wonder. I think this might be darker. I have to see how the shade range goes. I think it might be darker. But they're very close to each other too in the shade range. So I'm curious. But anyway, so yes, I used the concealer. I used the ColourPop concealer, and that worked really well. And then I set my face with Juvia's Place. This is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Silky Finishing Powder in the shade Warm Honey. It's very good. I love it. It was fantastic. I set it real well. Very little shine. Y'all know that's a matte finish, so it's very little shine. Like I said, I look shiny, but this light also makes me look shiny. So I probably just need to blot and I would be fine. But I was very matte this morning when I got up from here. I was very matte. And then I did my lips, and actually let's talk about this eye now. So I did use this. I did this under the eye. This is of course the ColourPop liquid liner, BFF liquid liner in the shade Numero Uno. So I did the liquid liner after I did my foundation and all of that. So, and my concealer. So I went in and it was a little bit harder, and I'm trying to see, I'm looking in the mirror to see if it's still there. It's still there. I mean, y'all can kind of sort of see it. You can see it over here, underneath here, and a little bit across under here, a little bit under there. It held up fairly well. I'm okay with that result. I expect it to go away. Even with me setting it, I do expect it to go away. So what I did was I set everything. Once I put that on, I set everything one more time after, because I've already done the silky finishing powder. But then I set it again, and this is new. I set it again with the NYX Marshmallow Setting Spray. It's a matte finish, and they said it's sweetly scented. I could barely smell it when I was spraying my face. I'm also so used to the e.l.f. Microfine spray that when I started spraying this, it was like a blast in my face. But this, I feel like this set fairly well. So I really like this. This is that marshmallow setting spray. I'd seen it before, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll try it. It's okay. It's okay. So then, actually, I take that back. I did not set my face. I did one more step in there, which was lips. Before I set my face with that. So for the lips, let's back up just a second. For the lips, I decided I wanted pink. So what I did was, the lips were kind of a trial this morning, because I couldn't seem to get the pink that I was looking for. I didn't. And I had to use multiple things. So I started out using, I lined my lips with Pinky Beige. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Retractable Lip Liner in the shade Pinky Beige. So I did that. And then I came back over it with the same brand, NYX Retractable Lip Liner in the shade Plum. Okay. So I dummied it down just a tad bit. Then And you can kind of sort of still see it a little bit. You can see the pinky beige just a little bit. So then once I did all that, I filled in. Originally, I started with, I'm trying to think, what did I start with here? I did a pink, and it wasn't my usual pink. Oh, Teddy Tint. Okay, so I started with the new Teddy Tint that I just got. Oh, almost dropped it. Yes, this is it. So I bought a new Teddy Tint shade. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Teddy Tint in the shade Pinky Promise. 45 Pinky Promise. Okay, so y'all see. But my problem was, it's pink. It is. It's almost like a magenta. Almost. And so I was like, that's a little too pink for, it's a little too medium pink. I wanted a subtle pink. So then I went over it with, I came in behind it with this mauve, if I can get it out of here. It does not want to come out of my new little container. So then I went over it with this. This is also the Super Stay Teddy Tint, as y'all can see, in the shade Knee High, 55 Knee High. And this is like a mauve. So that's how you can kind of sort of see the mauve dumbed down pink. Okay. So then, still didn't get it all the way where I wanted to be. So then, though, I went over it with the Sephora Soft Matte and Easy in the shade Nevermind. This is actually, yes, this is the shade Nevermind, number 5, Nevermind. So this, of course, gives it the subtle pink to it. So, yeah, I finally got what I was looking for. And it's this like mauve-ish magenta pink. And I like it. I really do. I liked how that turned out. So the lips looked good. I also haven't destroyed my lips today because I hadn't eaten. I ate earlier, but I didn't eat a second time. And usually when I eat a second time for lunch, it tends to destroy whatever I had going on. And then I set my face. So I set it with the NYX Marshmallow setting spray. So that, my friends, was the completed look. I think it turned out nicely. I really love this eyeshadow and how that worked. Y'all know how much I love the ColourPop shadow sticks. I love them. They are fantastic and they work really well for me. I get a lot of pigmentation out of every single one of them. It does not matter what shade, I get pigmentation. So, I was very pleased with this. This was very good. I like how the look turned out. I was very impressed with it. It matched very well with the earrings and the little short sweater here I have on. So we're going to be using some more of our new products, trying them out in the morning when I do my makeup. Like I say, I bought a lot. If you watch the beauty haul, you will see just how much makeup I just bought. So go watch that episode, and you'll see how much I spent and how much I bought from a variety of different places. So I'm going to be testing out a lot of this makeup coming up and seeing what I want to keep, what I don't want to buy again, what I think worked well, what I think didn't work well. So I want to thank you for watching. This has been fantastic beauty tryout, which is what we aim to do here at Budget Beauty. We aim to find good, cheap, affordable makeup that does not break the bank, and you get excellent results that you are happy with. So I want to thank you for watching. Come back and watch more of our other series, the beauty haul, our breakdown series, and our main series. I want to thank you for watching. Peace.